Today we are going to talk about immutability in React and Redux. So the first question which comes in our mind is, what is immutability? So something that is immutable, it does not change. So basically we want our React application to be immutable, that is, it should not change. So you might remember we talked about pure components in one of our videos. So we talked about pure components always return a new object. They always track changes and only re-render if there is a change in our component. So why are we talking about immutability in React and Redux and how it is going to help us in our React application? We have learned in our last few videos that React has the hot reloading property and there is no page refreshing. So, immutability is important to give a better user experience. So, first of all, what are the rules of immutability? So, in order to be pure, a function must follow these rules. A pure function must always return the same value when given the same input. And second, a pure function must not have any side effects. So, what is a side effect? We have never heard of it before. So, first of all, let us understand what is a side effect. So, side effect means modifying things outside the scope of that immediate function. What are we doing is we are modifying something which is not included inside our function. For example, modifying input parameters in any of our functions, modifying any other state outside the function like global variables or document dot anything or window dot anything. Making an API call is also a side effect. Console.log and calling math.random is also considered a side effect. So I think you get a little bit of idea of what is side effect. So now let us go back to our pure functions and understand it in detail. So a pure function must not have any side effects. It means it should not modify anything outside its scope. So now I think you are a little bit clear about immutability and the rules of immutability. So now let us go ahead and see an example of this. We are going to create a new file named demo.js inside our components folder, and we are going to work on it and see how immutability works in React. So RFCE, so this is our functional component, and now we are going to add our code inside this. First of all, let us create a variable named person. This person has a name, let us say Tony, and this person has an address, and the address consists of, say, street, Rosita Street, inside double quotes, and it has a city, LA. So this is our variable, and we are getting an error. Person is declared but its value is never. Okay, we will see about this later on. And now we are going to write a function. This function is going to change the properties inside this person. So for this, let us write down function, and we are going to give our person some powers. So give power, and inside that we are going to pass the argument person, and now we are going to write person dot special power, and let us just give the power of invisibility, to our person, and then we are going to return this person. Now let us add a console.log statement that is going to give us the output of all the attributes inside our variable person first. So let us save it and then go ahead into our app.js and render our component. Our component name is demo and we need to import it. Import demo from components. I will save this and we are getting an error. Give power is defined but it is never used. Okay, no issues. Let us just comment out this first. Okay, so now let us go ahead and open our console. You can see we are getting an object. Name is Tony and we are getting all the information that we have used. Now let us use our give power function. So for that what we are going to do is we will declare another variable same person and we are going to use our function give power, and inside that we are going to pass the argument person. And now we will add another console.log statement which will show us same person value. Okay, so same and this P is capital, so same person. Now if we save it, then you can see we are getting two objects. The first one is Tony and the address is what we have entered, and you see we are getting special power. Let me reload this once so that you can understand better. So see, we are getting person is also the same thing and special person is also showing the same thing, but we didn't want this. We changed this completely, that is we mutated person, and now we have two objects but they represent the same attributes inside them. So this give power function mutates our person passed into it. So now the thing is that this function give power modified the person that was passed in, and we don't know how the old one looks like because we have no data regarding that. Here the internal of the object have changed, but the object reference has not changed. It's the same object on the outside. From the inside it has some attributes changed inside it. So now what we want to do is we want to use immutability inside this. So for using our immutability, we have to convert our function into a pure function. So for that, we are going to rewrite our give power functions as follows. So let's comment out this. And we are going to write a fresh function that will be pure and that will not mutate the state. So I'm going to write function give power. Inside that we are going to pass person, and then we are going to declare new person variable inside our function, and we are going to use object dot assign, and inside that we are going to pass our arguments. Our second argument is the person, and after that we want to pass a special power which is invisibility. So invisibility. And we have to add this at the end. And now we are going to return new person. Now let us refresh it. So you can see the first one, we are getting our old object, that is the person. We have a name, we have the address and nothing else. There is no power added inside this. So that is our first console.log statement. And now the second object has the invisibility power that we added. So the question is how to update state in Redux. We have studied that Redux requires that its reducers should be pure functions. This means that we can't modify the state directly. What we have to do is we have to create a new state based on the old one. In the last lectures, we learned that Redux returns a new state based on the last state we include inside it as an input. So, there are several methods to update state in Redux. We can do that by updating an object within an object, updating object by key, adding an item to an array, and many more methods. A simple library that we use for updating state in Redux is the Armor library. Don't worry, we are going to do all the coding inside our project. So, see you later on.